Mr. Chairman, as we embark on our digital transformation journey, we are clear that technology is an enabler, not the end in mind. Our objective is to improve the lives of our people and create good jobs for Singaporeans by harnessing technology and cultivating a spirit of imagination, enterprise, and innovation. This is the approach we adopt when we develop Singapore's media sector. Our efforts for the media sector focus on 4 C's: content, capabilities, channels, and collaborations. First, on content, which is the heart of the media sector. Compelling stories are what attract audiences. Our local media companies have done well in this regard, creating quality local content appreciated by viewers around the world. For example, Netflix commissioned its first Chinese language series, Bardo, by teaming up with IFA Media, a local production company, and Taiwan-based director Sam Kwa. I'm glad that a Singapore-based media company is involved in bringing its stories to a global platform. IMDA will continue to support our local media companies and talent to create quality content as part of its plans to develop Singapore's media sector. We will announce more details later in the year. One important area is to strengthen our partnerships with leading international media companies. For example, the collaboration with HBO Asia will open opportunities for Singaporeans to take on key production roles in HBO's upcoming productions. One of these is Folklore, a horror anthology created by local filmmaker Eric Khoo. Another is Grise, a period drama set in 19th century Java. Both series will premiere in the second half of 2018. For public service broadcasting, or PSB, locally produced PSB programs remain an important avenue to tell our Singaporean stories and present news and entertainment from a Singaporean perspective. MediaCorp will experiment with new content concepts and productions techniques through the Content Development Fund. The call for proposal was launched last October, and one of the selected proposals is Under Our Sky, an alien invasion thriller set in Singapore, featuring extensive computer-generated imagery and 360-degree video. The pilot will be released on Toggle early next year. Next, on capabilities, Mr. Daryl David asks how we are helping the media sector build capabilities for continued growth. These include harnessing immersive media technologies like augmented reality and virtual reality. Under IMDA's partnership with Discovery Networks Asia Pacific, Discovery had commissioned a series of VR titles. The first 2 titles will be launched later this year. Another 2 titles are in the works: Living on the Edge, which tells the story of child Muay Thai fighters in Thailand, and Wild Tracks, which shows the life of the Bajau Laut, sea gypsies in Sabah. These titles are produced by local media companies Beaver and Immersively. They will work closely with Discovery to bring their productions to a global audience through Discovery's VR app. IMDA will be working with game technology company Unity to jointly launch Unity Incubator Services at Pixel Studios. Our companies will benefit from the business and technical workshops designed for facilitating knowledge transfer and sharing best practices in the development of immersive media applications and games. IMDA will introduce more accelerator and training programs to support our companies. I assure Mr. Daryl David that smaller companies will also benefit from these programs. An example is Go Game, a Singaporean mobile game publishing company and a subsidiary of Sega. It has partnered with IMDA to launch Singapore's first game accelerator. The accelerator will train early-stage game developers in business strategy, licensing, and marketing. Another key focus is to invest in our young. With the support of IMDA, MediaCorp has invested in efforts to build a pipeline of young creative talent through apprenticeship programs and collaborations with schools. For example, Chinese language web drama series, A Lonely Fish, which was released a few days ago on Toggle, was born out of a script writing workshop co-organized by MediaCorp, Ngee Polytechnic, and NUS. 3 Ngee Polytechnic students, O Wei Ting, Tan Li Pei, and Ong Wen Yi. They participated in the workshop and came up with the idea for the series. Under the guidance of MediaCorp's scriptwriters and producers, they went through a full production cycle, learning the ropes of script writing, acting, and production. MediaCorp also partnered with Temasek Polytechnic, Republic Polytechnic, and Ngee Polytechnic on the Young Creators Project. Under this initiative, experienced mentors from MediaCorp will guide participating students in content production. MediaCorp has selected 11 student projects to commission, which will launch on Toggle later this year. Our emphasis on nurturing our young underscores an important point. We cannot build effective capabilities without focusing on talent development. The human touch remains essential to the media sector, whose work centers on connecting with people. And this applies to our mainstream media too. I agree with Mr. Ganesh Rajaram that talent development is key to quality journalism. It is an important element in supporting the mainstream media's role to provide accurate and objective news reports, as well as insightful opinion pieces and documentary programs. Now, beyond the newsroom, we are also focused on developing our local talent pool for the industry. IMDA's ongoing talent assistance scheme has been a useful initiative providing funding support for our media talent to upgrade their skills. And from May this year, we will expand the scheme to support media professionals outside the media sector, such as those who are employed in the manufacturing and retail sectors. At last year's COS, we announced the Media Manpower Plan to develop a future-ready media workforce. IMDA has made good progress on the implementation of this plan. I earlier announced that IMDA and Skills Future Singapore are jointly developing the skills framework for media. This is expected to be launched in November 2018 and will cover about 140 media job roles in areas such as games, broadcasts, and film. To date, 40 local and overseas stakeholders, including Beach House Productions, Fox Networks Group, and Ubisoft, have provided inputs to the framework. Recognizing that media freelancers play an important role across the economy, IMDA launched the tripartite standard on procurement of services for media freelancers in November last year. And since then, 52 organizations have adopted the standard. Starting from 1st April 2018, organizations must adopt the tripartite standard in order to qualify for IMDA's media grants and funding for PSB content. I look forward to more organizations coming forward to adopt the standard over time. Let me now touch on the need to develop effective channels to reach our viewers. I agree with Mr. Vikram Nair that we should extend the reach of PSB programming to engage more Singaporeans. And besides traditional free-to-air channels, IMDA has been actively building partnerships with media players in the digital and online space. An example is IMDA's partnership with SPH to produce and distribute short-form videos through SPH's digital content network. Pilot run last year saw the release of 118 short-form videos, and building on this success, SPH will be producing a second slate of videos comprising more than 120 short-form videos. IMDA also partnered Vidsi, a Singapore-based online video platform specializing in short films, to deliver more engaging PSB content for the younger audiences on its platforms. It is a good example of a company which is using data analytics to drive viewership and monetization. And Vidsi will produce 5 new original series in collaboration with local filmmakers. The first, the short film Run Chicken Run by Ellie Nim, was launched last month. Its heartwarming story set during the Chinese New Year period was well received. IMDA will also continue to work with MediaCorp to better engage viewers on the digital platform Toggle. And since the relaunch in April 2015, Toggle has seen a steady increase in viewership to more than 8 million monthly video views today. And this is an effort that I think we should continue. I'm glad that MediaCorp's analytics tool, Ripple, won 3 Biggies Awards at the Global Big Data for Media Conference last year. And using Ripple, MediaCorp will launch 34 new Toggle originals this year, up from 13 released last year. And I believe these new titles will offer more entertainment options for our viewers. The fourth and final C is collaboration. The need for collaboration applies to our mainstream medias, companies, SPH and MediaCorp too, as Mr. Ganesh Rajaram pointed out. After a successful 2-year collaboration, SPH and StarHub recently renewed their partnership for another 2 years. They will continue their tie-ups in areas such as cross-media content creation and publishing, data analytics and marketing, where SPH produced content have been broadcast and promoted across StarHub's pay TV service. Additionally, they will collaborate in their non-media business to encompass new areas such as healthcare, retail, and education. MediaCorp and SPH have also explored possible areas of collaboration. They launched a joint digital advertising marketplace, Singapore Media Exchange, consolidating their data resources to unlock new advertising opportunities and provide advertisers richer targeting capabilities. Both companies are also working with IMDA on joint efforts to market the opportunities in Singapore's media sector to better develop our talent pool. And these are some examples of how, through partnerships, our media companies can position themselves for a digital age and create more value. Mr. Chairman, I thank Mr. Lau Tia Kiang for giving us an opportunity to update on the National Translation Committee's work since its formation in 2014. Under the 3 broad thrusts of talent, technology, and teamwork, or the 3 Ts, we have rolled out several initiatives, and due to time constraints, I will just highlight a few examples. First, on talent development, we have awarded 6 information service translation scholarships since 2015 to groom young Singaporeans who have a strong interest in translation. The National Translation Committee also launched the Translation Talent Development Scheme earlier this year to provide funding support for translators and interpreters in the industry to attend seminars and courses to enhance their skills and expertise. Next, on technology, in partnership with public sector agencies, we have enhanced the government terms translated database hosted on gov.sg to cover more than 6,200 government-related terms translated into Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. I agree with Mr. Lau that it is important to organize our online resources to be accessible, convenient, and user-friendly. And we will discuss his suggestions with the NTC members. MCI is working with A-Star to develop a customized government machine translation engine. The engine is trained using translations from MCI and other government agencies, enabling it to correctly translate local terms. And finally, on teamwork, NTC launched the Community in Translation Initiative in 2016 to raise awareness and interest in translation among our young. Under this initiative, the NTC worked with several partners to conduct translation workshops for students in all 3 mother tongue languages, supported schools in organizing translation competitions. Mr. Chairman, in our multiracial community, raising translation standards is an important focus for the government. I'm grateful for the contributions from our NTC and resource panel members from the various language communities and our industry partners. As the Malay proverb goes, Bukit sama didaki, Lura sama dituruni. We overcome obstacles together and enjoy the fruits of our hard work together. There's also a Tamil proverb, Undra patal, unda valva, which means unity is strength. And as I said in my 2016 speech, we are committed to getting our translations correct. Sariyana, mostly peyape, namada, kadapada.